This is gonna be a long video. But let's do it. What's going on, guys? It's your very friend Geek Dido or Yellow Tail in English, and none of you guys can speak Japanese. I'm back now with another video, and today I've decided to do, before we get started, I've decided to do another video. I will be catching up on Science Mondays. I know I haven't been doing it for twice, for 2 weeks, is because I've been, I was a bit busy. But now I am back, and I'm ready to do it. Yeah, let's do this! First things first, if I haven't done it for my July friends, happy birthday to anyone that's in July. If I have, I don't know if I have or not, but I'll have a look. Anyway, happy birthday to anyone that's in July. I hope that you have an amazing birthday. I know it's pretty late now because July was last month, but I'm doing it right now so I can just get it out of the way. On top of that, happy birthday to anyone that's in August. I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and you know, I hope that it's been filled with, you know, gifts, and I hope that you've been like, yeah, I hope that you guys have been, you know, I hope that, you know, you've been spoiled rotten, as I was trying to say. On top of that, today I've decided to start a new series, and this is the first episode, known as Random Sundays. So I just read random stuff off the internet. Let's start. Alright, let's begin. Let's start off with, the first story that I decided to read is, entitled Parents. However, entitled Parents, I've heard it on a podcast from Spotify before, and it's all over YouTube. All this information is from BuzzFeed, so go and show them some love. These guys are fantastic. They do quizzes, they do TV and movies, they do all this type of news that kind of brings it out, you know? So let's get started on the first ever story, and it is, this one is from an anonymous person, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. Let's begin. My dad answered his phone in the middle of Wicked, the Broadway show in New York City. Frankly, even just doing that in a school play is incredibly rude, but he did it for effing Broadway. I was completely mortified and immediately told him to turn it off, as did my mum on the other side of me. He told us to be quiet, stating that if he could hear, he would be able to finish the call quicker. Well, I pleaded that he at least take it outside, which he just leaned away from me and finished the call. I have no words for this, and I have no words for this, as well as you know, if you are going to a Broadway show, it just like movies, put your phone on silent, or either turn it off, put it on silent, or just put it on airplane mode. It's not that hard. Alright, even yeah, I'm not much of a Broadway, I'm not much of a musical person. I only have 2 favorite musicals at the moment, which is Six Musical and Hamilton. But yeah, like I said, just put your phone on silent. And actually, here's an update. On the top of it, to top it all off, I brought it up in intermission, which is break, which is like half time if you're a footy fan or whatever. He chastised me for ruining a perfectly good experience he had paid for by daring to demean him in public. Yeah, people do that whether you like it or not. I haven't read this much, but it is a very, very toxic trait. Wow, I look dead inside, seriously. It's not something that should be affronted. Anyway, let's have a look at number 2. Oh god, this is the one that's stating about the pandemic. But anyway, let's have a look. Near the beginning of the pandemic, my mum was paranoid, so she hoarded toilet paper and cleaning supplies at one point. Sounds familiar. We had 70 rolls of toilet paper at home. She would take me grocery shopping with her. She wanted to be the first in line, so we would get there at 7 a.m. for an opening to avoid people. She would get upset even if we were the second or third in line. One day, she found a travel-sized hand sanitizer in a random section of the store, and there was no item sign, so she took 10 of them. Really? We got to the checkout and the cashier told her that she could only have 2. Without hesitation, my mum said, "Well, I work as a kindergarten teacher, and I need these for my students." She has never worked as a kindergarten teacher in her entire life. Well, this sounds very paranoid. This sounds very paranoia. I used to tease my dad, like all of us in the house, my sisters included, used to tease my dad all the time for like buying extra toilet paper, which I'm actually kind of glad that we got toilet paper, because during the pandemic, and like at the beginning of the pandemic, like near least during the pandemic, the toilet paper was just gone like that, just like everything was just like stored up, and I'm actually kind of glad that my dad actually did that. So so tops to her for buying 70 rolls of toilet paper, for stocking up on toilet paper, because you will need them, because during the pandemic, like near the beginning of the pandemic, everything was like, there was no trucks coming in with toilet paper anymore. Not anymore, but there was no trucks coming in with toilet paper, and the toilet paper that was still in like the store had just vacated. So this person is very, very lucky to do that. Here's an update. I just kept my mouth shut and was glad the mask hid most of my expression, because I was flabbergasted by her lie. The cashier let her have 5, but I appreciate that my mum wanted to protect us, but she's too much sometimes. Yeah. Parents are very protective. I should know. Which I'm kind of glad that I did. And this story is actually from Tears. Like I said, during, like at the beginning of the pandemic, no one was allowed to leave their homes, and I'm actually kind of glad that we still you see it there. Alright, let's have a look at number 3. Oh dear God. I don't like this one at all. This one is from another anonymous, so let's have a look what they have to say. We were at rehearsal dinner for one of my uncles at an upscale restaurant in the Chicago suburbs. Okay. The waitress went to take my grandfather's plate, but he wasn't done, so he stabbed her in the hand with his fork. Really? With a fork? And berated her for cleaning the table while we were still dining. none of the family, there were over 15 people at the time, or at the table, said a thing and acted like it was normal and acceptable. They didn't even pause the conversation. My mother told us at home to never do that. I was 9. But it was also somehow acceptable for Grandpa to assault someone who was just being their job. I have no words. Like, you don't go and just do that to someone. You can just say, hey, I'm not done. Not that hard. You know, really? It's not that hard. You don't have to just go. There is no words on this one. There's an update. It still tells me that he thought it was acceptable to assault the server and berate them for removing a plate if they had no feelings, like they had no feelings. It was permissible to treat them as such. As an adult, I tip any server extremely well because I remember sobs like my grandfather and know what servers have to put up with on a daily basis. If you're that server, I'm sorry you had to experience my grandfather's abuse. He no longer is around to harm a new generation of servers. Like I said, I have no words for this one, for this story. Don't do that to what this person's grandfather did, please. No, please don't. Okay, at number 4, my father. Alright, this one's the 4th one. It is Smart Blonde. Ooh, okay. Because they have a... No, they don't have an update. Okay. Let's have a look. My father-in-law once decided the whole family was going to Outback for dinner. Oh, okay. 13 people, no reservation. He was furious when he couldn't seat us immediately. The hostess told us that they only had booths and couldn't accommodate a large party at one table. If we waited a few minutes, they would get us some booths next to each other. He got really mad and stormed out. The manager then came running out as we were getting into the car, and my father-in-law got really smug for a second, but the manager handed him a card and told him to call that number beforehand next time for a reservation. He was furious as we drove away. He kept complaining that he thought the manager was coming out to give him a gift certificate for his troubles. No, you are not being given a certificate type of thing. Yeah, another story. Alright, I have no words for this one. This is a 13-minute long video and I really need to, so let's squeeze in 2 more videos and 2 more stories. Yeah, I have no words for this one. You know, just first and best dressed. Or call beforehand as what Smart 21 as Smart Blonde 77 just said. The manager of Outback, he just said call that number so you can get a reservation. Don't be a butthole. Anyway. Number 5, let's have a look. I'll tell my mum something. She'll immediately Google it to prove me wrong, as if it's something she doesn't agree with. But if I do that, I'm argumentative and always have to be right. I'm in school for nursing, and one of the classes I'm taking is on drug addictions. I told my mum how cocaine has to be refined with kerosene and gasoline to extract from coca leaves. That she argued with me for 2 days and said that's only the cheap kind of cocaine. No, Mum, all the coca plants leave the soaked kerosene and okay, I'm just gonna stop this one right now because why? I'm just gonna skip this one. Let's read number 6. I have no words for the number 5, so I'll just read number 6. My mum's sister. We were on a plane together with her 5-year-old son sitting between us. He started kicking the chair in front of him kind of hard. I said, "Hey buddy, don't do that." And she snapped at me. "We paid for these seats. He can do what he wants, right?" Right, as if the person in front of us didn't pay for their seats too. Just because you paid to be somewhere doesn't mean you can behave like a jerk. This is Brittany A. White. 8254 said that. Yeah, that is true. You shouldn't kick anyone. Even if it's a kid, I would have reached down the back on you because I have no patience for kids. Okay. Do I really want to speak one more? Yeah, why not? This is from Anonymous as well. This is number 7. When we were moving, my sister-in-law gave us a list of things that she wanted of ours, like our couch. We hadn't offered her anything, but or planned on getting rid of those items. Yeah, no, you can't really do that. You really cannot, give someone a list of what you want and then of someone else's. It's nope, yep, definitely not. Nope. Yeah, so that's all the stories I'm gonna read from now on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said before, don't forget, if you want a birthday shout out of your own, don't forget to comment your first name and your last name, your date of birth, or the day that you were born, the month of you were born, and your age, and 2 light parts, a green and a purple, and I certainly will do that for you. Yeah, so like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to press that notification bell so you can see another video. Okay, I'm gonna hop off now. Keep the 2 over now. Sayonara!